We've all felt it in the middle of the night or the early hours of the morning when you can't sleep. We've all felt it when we feel overwhelmed by the challenges and the responsibilities of life because as soon as you get something done, something else comes up. We've all felt it. When try as we might, nothing, and I mean nothing, seems to be going our way. We've all felt it. We've all felt that inner call to be bailed out, the yearning for someone to reach down and pull us up out of a slump, the desire for someone to just simply do it for us. We all crave help, and frankly, we could all use it. Life is tough, we all understand this, but there are some things in life that you just can't really prepare for. Things like an unexpected illness, the loss of a job, or even mental health issues, these things have a way of hitting you like a brick wall when you least expect them, and they can have a massive impact on your quality of life. And everything in life is super fragile. It's like we're always towing the line between doing well and being content with life, and just barely keeping our heads above the water. So I understand wanting help. It's a lot of weight to bear on our shoulders, and who wouldn't want to share the load or just simply have someone take it over? Unfortunately, I also understand that nobody could do the work for you to get you out of your current situation. Nobody is coming to save you. This phrase has been thrown around the internet more than a ping pong ball during a table tennis tournament. But there's a reason for that. It's true. You can't sit around waiting for something to change or for someone to randomly show up in your life that will spark a change. Like I said, life is tough, but it's tough for everybody. People are too preoccupied with their own lives to think about how they could just show up and help you with yours. But our long shot of hope that it does happen makes sense. I think it's safe to assume that the majority of us grew up with loving parents, or at the very least, parents that tended to us. If you did, you know this means that they always put our needs before their own and always helped us rid ourselves of any problems we experienced. If we were hungry, they fed us. If we got hurt, they disinfected and bandaged the wound. If we needed anything, they did all they could to make it happen. Our parents were always there to save us. Side note though, if your parents weren't like that with you growing up, I commend you and respect you for making it to where you are in life. You're the real definition of resilient. But because our parents played that role for so long, it's easy to feel deep down that there will always be someone that can show up and save us just the same. Sadly, as we grow up, our needs and struggles grow beyond those basic things. It's not as simple as simply putting a bandage on anything. Plus, we can't spend our entire lives depending on our parents and expecting them to always bail us out. And if your parents can't help you, why would anybody else? Even God doesn't work that way. He's not just going to come down and make all of your problems go away or even walk you straight to your goals. Honestly, it all comes down to you, which I know is difficult to hear because you've been trying and it's gone nowhere. At this point, you wouldn't even know where to start. But let me tell you that you can find solace in the fact that nobody really knows. Nobody knows what they're doing. That's another phrase that gets bounced around a lot, but also for good reason. A lot of us, especially those of us in our 20s, tend to get caught up in this falsity that we need to have it all figured out. That we can't take a step unless we know where the step is ultimately going to lead. But that's a limited way of thinking because nobody, not even older people that you look up to, have it all figured out. For example, I recently had a conversation with someone twice my age. I'm 25, so that means she's 50. We were talking about how she had recently been considering entrepreneurship and was weighing her options. She half-jokingly said to me, "I'm trying to figure out what I want to be when I grow up." We laughed at her statement, but she didn't realize that I found a lot of solace in what she said because if this woman who has kids my age can still be in a place of trying to figure things out and be okay with that, why would I ever need to stress out? The thing is, she understands that life isn't about having all the answers, but about just trying things until you get some of the answers you're looking for. Even though her future isn't totally clear right now, she understands that one day when she looks back at this moment, it will all make sense. It's like Steve Jobs said, you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. Hindsight is always 20/20. In the meantime, you just have to trust that the steps you're taking now to make a change for the better will work out. The ancient poet Rumi once wrote, "It's your road and yours alone. Others may walk it with you, but no one can walk it for you." Of course, this quote is meant to emphasize that it's up to you to make a change in your life. Your actions are what ultimately will lead to your destiny or whatever it is you're meant to be doing. But what I want to focus on is the start of the second sentence, which is easy to gloss over if you're taking on the whole quote. But listen to those words again. Others may walk it with you. Even though nobody can help, even though nobody can do it for you, it doesn't mean you have to go about it alone. Do you see how beautiful that is? Regardless of whether a person can help out or not, sometimes all we need is just that, another person. A person that is willing to be there for us, a person that will stick with us through our darkest hours, that encourages us when we feel like giving up. Helen Keller once said, "Walking with a friend in the dark is better than walking alone in the light." A walk through the dark parts of life is unavoidable. We will all have to take that walk someday. But whether you're with a friend or if you're alone, the dark will still be dark, so wouldn't it just make more sense to bring a friend along? And while that friend can't walk through the dark for you, sometimes all we need is simply someone to walk with. But with that, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Consider watching this video next, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.